Hello everybody! It is Thursday. How you all doing today? Now, this is being recorded on Wednesday. As a lot of you know, I work through the day and then in the evening I make my content and then do that for the next day. It's a vicious round circle. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I do still need. So apologies because I know a lot of people would like to see certain things. I've had lots of requests for things that go and do those top 10 utility champions videos that I did. But what we do is we get from the community like ideas of like where it comes in. I give my personal opinion. We also go over the community element of like, you know, feedback as to going, oh, I rate this one as my top utility champion. So we've got to do that. Progression guides, so many bits of content need to be done. I have to use my weekends a lot more nowadays, so I'm trying to find a balance between that and also we're trying to sort out the house because we're meant to be like it's meant to be selling this month, so there's a lot of stuff kind of going on, but I will get there, I promise. So a lot of the times I will be covering side quest stuff and obviously the usual stuff you expect from the channel, and also some fun kind of story crafting, but I've got to use my time as much as possible. I'm using my lunch breaks now to play MCOC, so it's like you got to find a time wherever you can. But to the point, and we've got to go over and also do an Act 8.2, which I've got to do because I don't want to fall further behind. But yeah, okay, to the point. Deals, July 4th deals. As a lot of you know, in the MCM we've covered on Monday, we covered this on Wednesday, and look, like where I'm Thursday and I'm talking about the same topic. The issue that we've had is that Kabam went on the Canada Day, and that because of where it fell, I think that it fell that their bank holiday would be on Monday, and then it was July 4th, which was Tuesday, and then Wednesday is kind of like the first official back to the office kind of day. I've got lots of questions that have been thrusted at Kabam, whether or not I've done that privately, whether or not I've done that, or you know, we've kind of made videos on it, and also kind of alerted Kabam to threads. In particular, you know, one thread about the incorrect kind of scoring of alliance points, which was I still got to investigate whether or not Kabam have responded to that one. But look, one of the main things was how this kind of July 4th deals were put out. Now, look, I've had my kind of like 2 cents on the fact of how this solo bonus reward kind of like system worked. And look, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one for being a non-spending player. I'm kind of feeling like annoyed. Look, have I got myself to blame for not going out to farm 36,000 units before July 4th deals? More than likely. But I wanted to have a life. And that's the thing, obviously, like, I'm not alone. There's a lot of other free-to-play players that are probably looking at the situation going like, wow, I'm just Paragon or I just become Thronebreaker, and you're immediately going, I'm out of the loop with this. I should have been doing a lot more, but I don't have the time. It depends how you enjoy this game. And that's the big thing. I think with Battlegrounds has been one of the kind of the biggest revelations with things at the moment. And I've definitely faced off against people that I kind of felt I shouldn't have. And obviously times where I've kind of made a few mistakes and I was silly in stuff, but I'm not great with Battlegrounds. I get like so... It's the only game I know. I can play Call of Duty Warzone. I can play like any other game, and I will not get the shakes. When I play Battlegrounds, I get the shakes, and I get really nervous. I don't know if anybody else has that. I don't know if it's just me. This game is the only one I kind of feel a bit, you know, sweaty in the. I've played PUBG Mobile. I've played, you know, standard PUBG. So many different games, and I've not got nervous. But this is like when I fight, I do. In any case, that doesn't help me. But there are times where I've had some ridiculous matchmaking where I just thought, why am I being matched up against you? This is just not right. And Kabam are actually planning to make some changes to it. But apart from the Monopoly, and again, I digress because I am kind of going into different side angles on stuff. I need to get to the point, and we will do. So the question about the tiered offers, because I think that's the main thing with this. Now, I was kind of looking at it, like, I at a certain point, I like lost my interest with the fact that if I clicked on one of the tiered offers that appeared on, you know, where it was on screen, like, you know, between these kind of sections here, you can see I'm kind of moving it around, that you go, okay, well, that stays for 48 hours, and maybe, no, it doesn't, it would stay for this amount of hours, or no, it's there was no kind of clear-cut kind of messaging on this, like, and would this pop up back up again, which you kind of thought it might have done if you buy one thing, that it would just reset and you could repurchase again. And that's the thing. Like, maybe people would go, oh no, actually, Rich, it works like this. Well, here's the thing. It shouldn't work out like that at all. It should always work out that it's similar to the Cyber Weekend store, in that you have a store there for 7 days, something is there. That's why those deals work the best and are the best, because they're just clear cut. There's no messing around. It's easy to get on with. What Kabam playing at with running something like what they've run. So a response, because that's obviously what you've come to this video for in any case. And when asked the question, which was this one, just wanted to ask, if we buy a tiered offer at the end of the July 4th deals, will the timer extend beyond the initial 1 week, or would everything be wrapped up this last week? But, you know, and obviously that's not, you know, completely like what we were looking to achieve here. But the question was answered here. I chatted with the game team and wanted to provide some clarity for you all. If you purchase on one of the tiered offers in the dying moments of the sale, your 48-hour timer will start and extend beyond the end time of the sale itself, which is, by the way, that is good. That is good. This also leads directly into something I've seen asked a few times. This is one of the reasons for the shorter timer, because purchasing a tier extends the timer. Having a longer timer, the length of the event, as some proposed, would allow summoners to stretch these tiered deals out over ridiculous amounts of time. The 48 hours allows reasonable but not excessive extended accessibility of the sale. So in a nutshell, yes, you can extend out, but not to a kind of ridiculous degree. But the biggest issue I think with this is, like, and you might be thinking, well, that's, you know, how we led into this, Rich. This doesn't properly lead into what you said previously. But it does. And the fact is making it clear. Having a clear event. A very well explained, clear-cut event. And that is something that I think somebody at Kabam thought this might have been a good idea. And at times, you know, there are some really kind of like good ideas that pop up. But also at the same time, there are a few bad ideas, like, or good that mixed with bad ideas. I mean, good example, celebration event. The 7-star celebration event allowed people to kind of like, yes, spend in some kind of like degree, but also allowed the shooting star quest. Now, if you did the shooting star quest, in coupled with you doing and opening some 7 stars, then that was great, because then if you got like, you know, 4 new 7 stars, you could then go up to a certain point, and maybe you'd get a 5th, and maybe you'd 100% shooting star quest. But a lot of people were duping champions, which created a problem, which meant they weren't able to get crystals or shards or progress further with the shooting star quest, therefore stunting their progress in the 7-star celebration solo event. And that is where we kind of like inline the problem with, I mean, it's a good idea, Kabam. It's just the problem is it's like execution and thinking about all the variables, because there's going to be a few potholes in this road that we have to drive down. You know, in the UK, we're just filling potholes. It's a big thing that's been funded a lot. It's because potholes are a problem here in the UK. Not in other places where, you know, well, a lot of people kind of deal with their own potholes. But in any case, that is one kind of like crucial thing right there with this particular event. Now, I don't actually plan to do or feature this in MCN for Friday, because like I've got a kind of a show already kind of planned out for that one. And yeah, like it's, look, I wanted to like touch up with where we're up to with any players that may have got answers or no answers from the situation of the you know, the refund issue, or the what is it called, buy wrong deal situation. So a couple of players here. One said, I just received an email from Kabam. They said, I only purchased the units when Babka said I purchased the Black Panther Paragon deal, and Kabam being Kabam, sorry, nothing we can do. Total rip-off waste of $50. If you tell them your intent was to buy the Paragon deal, they will refund your original purchase, and then you can buy the Paragon one. Apart from some of the other people, seeing here, same thing happened to me. I tried to avoid using any of the 5-star items, but forgot there was 6-star shards in the proven package. I popped 6-star crystal on Monday after the store refresh and used those crystals. Refund denied. But if they got me in a timely manner, maybe I could have. My fault mismanaging assets due to their UX design and poor staffing. This whole service experience is making me free to play, so it's win-win. They got my $50, and I'll spend that money on something else. It's bad making people feel like the scammers. Look, at the end of the day, how people feel about certain situations can tip them in a different direction. Of course, this is just scuff. It was just a scuffy situation. And as I said, like, I really hope, I'm so hopeful that Kabam do not do, they first of all change the store, because this is just like, weird. I mean, it's weird for spenders to kind of look on here and go, well, I've got Paragon deals, I've got Thronebreaker deals, I've got Grandmaster deals. It's weird. And again, like, I don't want to repeat old ground, but I mean, look, from a point of view, if you were going to purchase something, you kind of go, it should be tailored to my tier. It is in game. I've said this multiple times. So, yeah, it's really bad situation. I think a lot of people are wising up to this stuff. It's just disappointing. I mean, look, the appeal of it is to look at the state of affairs in game. Like, I don't know if other players, especially spenders, because I mean, I don't spend, but I remember when this particular deal, this All Father's Odin Vault, was £99. It's coming up as $199. So who's buying this? Like, are there some really serious like MCOC YouTubing whales out there that are buying all this stuff? As I said, like, I'm very happy with what I'm doing. If anyone's curious what I'm doing with all the money that I've saved, we're putting it towards, I mean, look, it's questionable whether or not you say like, oh, spend in a mobile game. But what have I done? I've put some stuff into stocks and shares. I've bought some stuff, bought and sold on stock market from time to time. And I had some good W's with that. I'm up on that, funny enough, which is great. And yeah, we're putting stuff towards new house. In any case, that has been the video. That I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on that particular situation. Go and check out some other content, which will be located on screen right now. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. And we've got reaction to the trailer later on today, and then we have got a fun video. So look out for that. Cheers. Bye bye.